it's a sticky bomb. It's a bomb that sticks. It's a sticky bomb. There we go. Hopefully I can remotely detonate the bomb. Crispin, get back.
I told you that paperweight would be helpful.
No, you said it was explosive.
I'm pretty sure that explosive and helpful are synonyms, boss.
Right. Well, let's see what we've opened up here.
Think Big Ugly's in there?
If he is, so's our power core.
Maybe we should go back and get another bomb from the shrine first?
We don't need a bomb, and we don't want him to get any farther away. Come on.
What is this place?
Nothing happens.
Hello. Welcome to Metropole Reclamation Artery Junction 8B.
Who are you?
I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
You're a ticket dispensary, right?
Negative. I am official MetroPass booth 478B.
One ticket, please.
Please use the scanner to your right. Five megacycles collected. You may collect your MetroPass now.
Better just to leave it alone. Nothing happens.
Train 173, Red Line to Metropole. All aboard.
See, boss, there is a train to Metropole.
So there is.
All aboard.
So, what's the plan, boss?
There is no plan, Crispin. No plan and no choices. We need power, but there's nowhere left to look out here. Energy for all it is.
Hooray! Look at all those lights! It's amazing, boss!
It's trouble. Trust me.
Sweet, sweet trouble. This is Metropole? Where's all the glass and light? Oh, here it is.
It's a map of train lines and stations. It's no longer operational.
Boss, is that really Metropole out there?
It must be.
But it's so brown.
I'd say it's more red than brown.
Whatever it is, it brings new meaning to rust and ruin. Boss, the energy sensor is going crazy.
It's coming from the top of that tower.
Boss? Is it supposed to be doing that?
Assad,
Well, at least we know there's a lot of power in that tower, right?
let's go find out.
Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light.
Can you tell me?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Welcome to Metropole, the city of glass and light. Metromind greets you with open arms and the promise of energy and shelter. You are safe. Records indicate an outstanding assessment of 5 megacycles. 1 megacycle will now be redeemed.
What did you just do to him?
This one is not programmed to respond to queries. Unauthorized literature detected.
Let go of him! Hey!
All contraband has been removed. You are safe.
Boss? Boss, this is getting to be a bad habit. Are you okay?
I'm fine. My optical sensors went haywire for a minute. What happened?
Well, that robot threw your gospel off the bridge. And then it said, "Welcome to Metropole." Again. And that Metromind wishes us a pleasant stay. Then he left.
Assad.
On the upside, he gave us back the power core.
He did?
No.
Crispin, the next thing that's getting thrown off this bridge is you.
Good thing I have a hover unit.
Let's go find a way into that tower. We'll deal with this Metromind later.
Hey, Tyra, over here.
Can't you see I'm trying to spin down?
It's a price list for the oils, solvents, and catalysts they offer here. At the bottom, it says that all payments must be made through an account with Metromind, which I don't plan on opening. They belong to the bar.
Boss, I need that arm.
Crispin, it appears to be a self-aware robot.
Now I need it even more. Can you imagine? The adventures of Crispin and his arm. For once, I would have a sidekick. He would crack jokes, and I would say lame things like, "It appears to be a self-aware robot." Actually, on second thought, you can be the serious one, I'll be the sidekick.
I'd have to buy something. The mug belongs to the bar.
I don't think he wants to talk, boss.
Hey, Tyra, over here. Hey, Tyro, you blow in off the dunes?
Tyro?
Prefer a newbie, huh? Look, let me tell you how it is.
How about you don't? I've had enough of this city already. All I want is my property back and a ticket home.
Ticket home. Fat chance, Tyro. Anyway, listen up. You want to sell yourself to Metromind? Go ahead. You want to trade that junk you brought in from the dunes? Leopold's your man. That floater there, I'll give you something special for him.
How special?
He's not for sale. The only thing you might have that I want is information.
Well, you know what they say. Talk's cheap. Ask away.
Who is Metromind?
Who is Metromind? Russ Dan Bruin, you are a Tyro. Metromind? Well, Metromind is Metropole. Runs everything now. What with the council shut down?
Council?
Sure, a bunch of primordial machines. Arbiter enforced the law. The Warriors kept the records. Big old factor built just about everything from down in the underworks. And, well, there's another one. Metroman, of course. She used to run the trains, but now she's got the whole show.
Where can I find her?
Like I said, Tyro, she is the city. So you found her already. Probably locked yourself to her just to get here. Anyway, if she wants to talk to you again, you'll know.
I was robbed when I came off the train. Some robot paralyzed me and stole my Gospel of Man.
Careful there, Tyro. If you read the rules, you'd have known Metroman don't take kindly to superstition. Under the refuge rule, you got 2 days to talk about make-believe man all you want. But actual writing about man, that gets tossed to the underworks with the rest of the trash and trouble.
How can I get it back?
Ha! You're risking inhibitor flaking on you, Tyro? You'd have to do some digging down in the underworks, which ain't exactly easy. Then, even if you find it, you'll just be sticking your finger in Metro Mind's socket. Like I said, she got no time for heretics, lunatics, and the like.
How about quick-witted levitators?
Don't think she cares for them either.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws and shoots lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Sounds like Scraper to me.
Scraper?
Worked for Metro Mind even before she ran the show. He was the one that blasted out the train tunnels under the city.
Where can I find him?
Now, how would I know that? That one goes where he wants. Maybe the Great Tower, maybe the tunnels, who knows? But I wouldn't go picking trouble with it, Tyro. Those lasers Scraper used for cutting granite can slice up that tin shell you're wearing like nothing.
Here, here.
I'll keep that in mind. How do I get into the tower?
You don't. Council members only. And the only ones still clicking are Metro Mind and Arbiter. And let me tell you, neither of them is one for bending the rules.
What are the underworks?
A whole mess of junkyards, canals, factories, smelters, facade, every kind of heavy machinery, all beneath the streets. Old factory ran the place. Built just about everything in Metropole down there.
Ran the place. Who's in charge now?
Nobody. Not since Metroman pulled the plug on Factor. Whole place is full of junk and full of trouble. One for the latter, I'd have picked a clean.
Well, boss, at least we can scratch one detour off our list. Seen one junk pile, seen them all.
What are you selling?
Bartering, not selling. Metromind don't tax bartering. Not yet, anyway. Come take a look. One fine motor you spotted there, Tyro. Foreign built, out of Savitas. Can't do better. But if you can find a bigger one, let's talk. This is a Sterling air motor.
Would it help me fly?
Nope.
Then we don't need it. Boss, is that another battery?
Looks like it.
Finest AA battery you'll ever see. May as well call it AAA, it's so fine.
Wow, that would have been useful to have before I went rummaging around a pile of tires in the junk pile. Now, not so much.
That old boy is a plug board or a breadboard.
I know what it is.
Okay then. Bring me something that'll cover her face and it's yours.
Good idea, Leopold. You'd look much better with a mask.
Watch yourself, Crispin.
Anyway, we don't have time to go around building circuit boards.
Famous last words, boss.
Now that's a nice one. It's called a memory access device. They should pull memories out of just about anything.
What do you want for it?
Got a customer looking for something real antique and fancy. Find me that, you got yourself a deal. That's a water jet. Scavenger brought it in from the dunes. I traded for a gek.
A what?
Never mind. We don't need water, let alone a water chip. That servo unit is hopelessly broken.
It just needs a little fixing up, Tyro.
I don't think so.
That's a fine tool. Got a half-life of 1,000 years, guaranteed.
I'm not sure you know what half-life means.
You want it or not, I'll trade it to you for something shiny.
Hey, look, boss, it's a glass finger. If we got 5 of them, I could have a hand.
What would you do with a glass hand?
What wouldn't I do?
You want it? You're gonna need to bring me a glass thumb.
Oh, go wipe yourself.
This here's a tape measure.
Ooh, get it, boss, get it.
Why do we need a tape measure?
So I can finally determine my circumference.
Tyro, I'm gonna do us all a favor and not trade you this one. Ah, good spot there, Tyro. She's a fine microfuse cell.
What's the catch?
Well, she's drained.
I guess that makes it free of charge.
We'll pass.
A binary abacus, finest calculating instrument.
I'm fairly certain that my math coprocessor is superior.
That there's an old Nova Robotics subsystem coil.
Not interested. The entire thing is fried. Actually, wait a minute. The crystal and plug are still intact.
Please, for the love of Ram and Rom, tell me we are not going to build a third energy sensor.
I hope not. It's not worth trading for that. It's not worth...
A memory, I'll trade it for something real in.
We don't need it. We don't need another.
I'll trade it to you.
Here you go. A nice shiny crystal.
And one heavy iron crowbar for you.
Why does that not seem like a great deal?
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a look. The blood will bring me something that'll cover her face. That's a water chip. A memory, I'll trade it for some.
That servo...
That there,
Not interested. I have no...
Tyro. You want it? You're gonna need to...
We're not looking to...
One fine motor, but if you can find a big...
Hey Armstrong, top me off, will you?
Well, boss, somewhere in there is our power core.
Anybody home?
You know, boss, I don't think that's ever going to work.
You never know. It's far too high to try climbing. It's too heavy for me to lift.
Hey Armstrong, top me off, will you? Fine, put me down for another megacycle.
No Urbanian
I think it's...
Oh, hi. Oh, hey. Now look what I see. The wings of Urbani and his little trainee.
Why is everyone we meet crazy?
Crazy, he says. Oh my, oh dear. I assure you, my comrades, there's nothing to fear. Just little lost me, your brother knight errant. A brother in arms. We have different parents.
Who are you?
My name is my secret. You can't make me talk. I'd ruin my puzzle, give a key to my lock.
Maybe we'll just call you Screw Loose.
A joker, he seems, for sure not an ace. He needs a small clue to spare him disgrace. For the crowd to adore me, Prime is my name. By now, no doubt, you've heard of my fame.
Why are you here?
When we laid down our arms, my medal was taken. Trunk and Nirvana from the cause we forsaken. The metropolitan thief cast it deep in this hole, where now it lies buried like bituminous coal.
Cogs and gears, bituminous coal.
You're looking for a medal?
No, my comrade, you've misunderstood. I sit here and wait, as a penitent should. If the medal finds me, I shall claim it straight. But until that day, I shall sit here and wait.
Why Primer?
There's nothing so gorgeous, flawless, or fine as the perfectly indivisible numbers of prime. Consider this list 2 to 199.
Well, that was helpful.
How do you survive down here?
I'm a soldier by trade. Legion built me to last. My armor is sturdy, my pistons are fast. I carry no guns, for my weapon's my mind. And those who would kill me will find themselves primed.
Really, don't you think you're overdoing it? I mean, that barely made sense. And it hardly rhymed.
No. Bro.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my sake. Your mission is calling, and the city awaits.
Warning. Factor facilities decommissioned. Enter at own risk. I can't possibly... Crispin, can you try typing something into that keypad?
If by typing you mean ramming my face, then yes, boss, I suppose I can.
There's something up there on the crane. For now, that thing's ignoring us. Best to keep it that way. For now, that thing best to keep... I don't want to provoke it.
Just build me a missile launcher and I'll get right on it.
I was thinking you could distract it.
And then what? Let's stick to missiles.
There's no way to reach it while that thing is standing there. For now, that's best to keep it.
Cycles.
I don't want to provoke. I don't want to... Do you know anything about that locked bridge past the cars?
What I know is a vault locked tight with a key, which only a fool would open for free.
Fine. What do you want?
Was the fool a peddler is he, who opens his locks for merely a fee?
I repeat, what do you want?
Nothing more than to sit here and see if you poor interlopers are smarter than me.
Boss, can we use the plasma torch on him?
No. There's a dangerous-looking robot just past here.
Yeah, aren't you worried he's gonna eat you or something?
I've seen him quite often, though he'll not see me. And so we are happy as neighbors can be.
Can you hide us from him?
If I could, I would not, but the choice is not mine. There's no room in his brain to be for the primed.
Goodbye.
Farewell, farewell, linger not for my...
Here we go again. Boss, look! That repair bot has a floating helper, just like you do.
There's a red, burning, crashed hover bus and a writhing electrical cable. And that's the first thing you notice?
I can't help it. She's beautiful.
Well, you're not getting to her until we deal with this cable. I can't safely go... Crispin, can you fly around the cable and push it off the street?
But didn't you just say it's too dangerous to get close to it?
I'm giving you a chance to impress her, Crispin. Just fly up high enough that you don't get close to the sparks.
Fine.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm working?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You do know this ship is never gonna fly again, right?
You're right about that. This old airing bus can hardly fly to begin with. Still, there might be some parts here that Metromine can use to get another bus up and running. Anyway, what do you want?
Hey, boss, ask him about his helper.
What happened here?
What does it look like? The airing bus's motor gave out and it crashed into the only bridge leading from Main Street to the rest of the city center.
Was anyone on board?
Sure, but they've already been salvaged.
Salvaged? Not repaired?
Can't repair without parts. You can't get parts without salvage.
What about building new parts?
Yeah, I mean, what factory? Look, everyone wants to spot bugs, but no one wants to write code. You got a better way to run the city? Go out and build one. Otherwise, get with the program.
You mentioned Metromind.
Yeah, sure. She's in charge of this big circuit board we call Metropole.
What can you tell me about her?
What do I look like? The information kiosk? I want to know what I think. Metromind is the best thing that ever happened in this place.
Really?
Really? You, me, all these other machines grinding about? We're just tools in the toolbox. But Metromind, she's got the master plan. Progress. Got a nice ring to it, too.
So as part of the master plan, crashing buses into roads?
Look, there's plenty of rust to go around, but Metromind's the only one scrubbing. Not her fault that some of the metal's too far gone.
It looks to me like you're the one scrubbing, not Metromind.
Like I said, I'm just a tool in the box. Now, I gotta get back to work. You again? What do you want?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has big claws and shoots lasers.
Scraper. After the last big cave-in, the two of us worked together on trying to fix the blue line. It's on the simple side, but a hard worker. What about him?
He took something of mine.
Yeah, salvaged it probably. That's what most of us do for Metromine these days.
Stole it.
Hey, you say router, I say router. Anyway, not my problem.
Down in the underworks, I came across a drawbridge that someone locked up so it can't be used. Do you know how to fix it?
Well, Metromine closed off the underworks for public safety, so I don't do repairs there anymore.
But what?
That sounds like a prank pulled by a bolt brain calling himself Primer. He used to hack locks in Metropole and change the passcodes around to leave his signature.
How did you fix the locks?
Metromine cracked his codes and reset them. Processing power like hers, there's nothing she can't do.
You know, boss, I've got a feeling that Metromind isn't gonna help us on this one.
No, but we're not exactly new to cracking codes either.
You again?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
If I did, I'd have salvaged it myself and brought it to the tower.
Where can I find Scraper?
Do I look like a tour guide? Piece of advice for you. Don't mess with the code if you can't handle the glitches.
Very profound. Since you're so close to her, do you know how I can talk to Metromind?
Ha! Talk to Metromine. Look, Metromine has an entire city to run, but Horizon ears are everywhere. If she wants to talk to you, she will.
My friend is curious about your helper.
She's just a sidekick factor build. Thousands of them rolled off the assembly line back in the day, but she's probably the only one left. Really not much more than a floating lantern, and headlamps are a lot cheaper.
She says you're not much more than a floating plasma torch.
She's right.
When will the bridge be passable? Soon?
So I'd say something on the order of a month, give or take.
A month?
Give or take.
And there's no other way off Main Street?
Not unless you got a jetpack hiding under that jacket.
Well, at least that narrows our options down, boss.
Goodbye. I'm not here to steal parts.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorbuilt at your service.
He's no more your dear friend than Rex is your creation, you besotted gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorbuilt, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald Built. Rex Oswald Built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For?
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
Who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative, to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromine.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before, and I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
What if I could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
Wrong to us, anyway. If you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropole as it once was.
And Nagan Metromine seized it all. Seized it and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Metromine keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, you ninny. CPU cycles. Brain power. The kind of power she really wants. Low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you describe sounds like Scraper, Metromine's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses! How delightful.
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What do I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Shh.
Righto. Consider this. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor-built or a stern-weiler built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous!
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler. Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex.
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilities. First, there are more factor-built robots than stern-weiler builds. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Stern-Weiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probabilitist circle cannot possibly be true?
Five robots were built by Factor.
Failure? Failure? Clearly you are unfit to judge our case. Now go bother someone else.
At the binomial biennial, 7 robots, not each robot, and more now first, second, final.
Now listen, which of the
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Three of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Correct. Here is the third question. The facts are still unchanged. Which of the following types of processor architecture might you find in a probabilitist built by Sternweiler?
Only linear type.
Failure? Failure? Clearly you are now go bother.
Can I try again?
No.
Goodbye.
Cheerio.
Goodbye.
Cheerio. At the binomial biennial, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for the party. Each robot is either a factor-built or a Stern-Weiler built. And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Stern-Weiler builds. Second, every linear-type robot was built by Factor. Finally, Stern-Weiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now listen, which of the
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The proceedings now, if exactly
3 of the 7 robots were
correct. Here is the facts are still which of the following types of
only multiplex.
Well, it seems we underestimated you, my friend. Please, take some time to consider, and let us know when you are ready to hear our arguments.
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
Excuse me.
Sir, my apologies, sir. 187th Legion built. Surly Company. Reporting.
Horatio Nullbuilt, version 5. A pleasure.
Horatio Nullbuilt, sir? Never heard of any service bot with that designation. Still, it's good to see another Urbanian, sir. After things got foobarred back home, I figured Surly Company was all that was left.
Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Assad. Finally made a friendly and uses Crispin's primer. No offense, sir, just hoped... Well, never mind that. How can I assist you, sir?
Why are you in line?
Seeing as how I'm on the outside now, sir, I figured I had to go pay restitution for shooting up the enemy HQ.
Enemy HQ?
Yes, sir. That big tower in the center of the city.
Okay, so why haven't you paid? It sounds like all of this happened a long time ago.
Years ago, sir. But the courthouse has been locked down the whole time. I figured they'll open it up eventually, and then I can clear my name.
What if it doesn't open?
Well, sir, I know all about hurry up and wait.
Surly Company? Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I'm not sure quite where to start. I had you figured for one of us, seeing as how you came up as a friendly on my IFF.
I could see you as a member of Surly Company, boss, but as friendly? Nah.
Zumi's got some mouth on him, huh, sir? Always do those flyboys.
Look, why don't you just give me a quick rundown?
Well, sir, can't see the harm, and if you are a decoy. War's over, after all. It was over before Surly Company even deployed. See, we're Urbanian robots. Long time back, Urbani and Metropol got to fighting over something, who knows what. The Metropolitans fried our civilians, and Legion told us to strike back. Word was, some big airship of ours was supposed to knock out Metropol's defenses, and we just come in for mop-up. But the Metros took our ship down with their own heavy hitter, some giant named Goliath.
I see.
Anyway, Surly Company was all that was left, so we deployed 200 strong.
What happened then?
Well, it's a long march from Urbani, sir, and most of us broke down on the way. All said and done, the only ones who made it were me, 113th, and a signal bot we call Primer. The rest are all out there in the dunes somewhere.
I'm sorry.
War's war, sir. If it didn't crash hard, they wouldn't have built us in the first place.
If it makes you feel any better, Horatio cut Goliath's finger off.
Well, sir, someone ought to stick a medal on your chest.
What happened to 113th and Primer?
After we got to Metropol, we tried to put up a fight, but couldn't do much. They fried 113th, and my rifles jammed. Primer surrendered on our behalf. After dressing us down, they took all my big guns and sold 113th shell to some scrap dealer. Primer never was the same. He encrypted part of his own logic so he wouldn't have to think about losing the war any longer. Then, he disappeared beneath the city. And me, I came here.
How did the war end?
For Surly Company, it ended when we staggered in here and surrendered. Beyond that, sir, it's all above my pay grade. Truth is, sir, we never even knew what we were fighting for, let alone what the Metropolitans wanted. So I can't say for certain that Metropol won, but I'm pretty sure Urbani lost, what with all the civilians being dead and the army being beaten.
Can I try opening that door?
Belay that, sir. The authorities told me that no one goes in till the door opens on its own.
But aren't we on the same side?
Affirmative, sir. But since I'm on CivDiv now, my programming requires me to submit to the local authorities.
How do you know you even have to pay something?
This seems logical, sir.
What if I could pay your fine for you, or get it canceled?
Well, sir, then I'd be much obliged. I'd probably just leave town. Can't say that I'd much like being in enemy territory.
And how are we gonna do that, boss?
I'll figure something out. I met Primer.
You still crazy?
Yep.
Well, so it goes.
Goodbye.
Over and out, sir.
I'm ready to hear your arguments.
Excellent, excellent. My dear friend,
This is not a difficult case. In the Primordium, it was once said, 10 people have 10 ideas, and 20 idle hands. Wise Horatio. Long years have passed, but the principle remains true. Did Cornelius have the idea for my beloved Rex? I concede he did. But who built him with his own claws and tools? Who hammered and soldered and wired Rex? That would be my humble self. Wise Horatio, a robot's fabronymic has the suffix built, not designed. And Rex is Oswald built, no matter who designed him.
Okay.
He makes a good case, boss.
What about you, Cornelius?
If you're so smart, you can figure this out for yourself. The question isn't what built Rex, but who built him. Your little friend there isn't named Hammerbuilt or Plasma Torchbuilt. You call him Horatio Built. Every robot uses tools to build. Oswald was merely a tool with tools. My vision was the creative force. And if you disagree, then you can go and rust in the rain.
What do you think, boss? Who gets to take credit?
Oswald is right. He's the one who actually built Rex. Anyone can come up with a plan, but it takes years of dedication to see it through. Rex Oswald Built is his name.
Outrageous!
Not at all, Cornelius. Horatio is most sensible indeed.
To rust with both, you thieves!
My dear friend, I thank you for your considered judgment. Come here, Rex.
What are you doing here?
Waiting.
For what?
My bus.
I'm pretty sure the bus isn't coming.
It will come.
Your bus is a burning wreck about 2 blocks from here.
It will come. I must go home. Metromind will take me home.
I doubt that will happen.
I am waiting.
I'm not going to... Tell me about Arbiter.
He's a member of the council. Heard he used to fight with Metromind day and night. Ran the courts. He used to, back when we had him. One day he just sent his clerk Clarity down to the underworks and closed up shop. Ever since, Metromind says what the law is.
How long ago was that?
Who's counting?
Let me see your stuff.
Come take a memory act. I'll trade it for some real antique and fancy.
You wanted something antique and fancy. How about this hat?
Fine trade, Tyro. Here's the memory access device. Now, all you need to do is plug it into a data pouch.
But there's no plug.
Never said there was.
It's a memory access device that can plug into my data pouch. That is, provided it had a plug.
That was easy. Even easier. Here we...
I can't plug this in here.